So right now your body is freaking out because it thinks you just fell into a lake, but you're safe. So deep breath in through your nose and then out of your mouth. So you start to slow down that reaction. Your body's gonna start to respond. So this is definitely a challenge.
Now you started with Float SA, right?
Yep.
So the last time I talked to you, you were doing something right next door to Float. What's going on with that?
So we expanded over at Float in 2020, and then 6 weeks later had to shut down for COVID. And so we took over another space. So now we've got 5 float tanks, 3 massage rooms, 2 infrared saunas, and a salt cave, along with Pandora Star, which is the trippy light. And we just saw that we wanted to give people more access to wellness protocols that we think really help with their health and especially like athletic recovery. So that's the idea here. When you take away the appointments and you have multiple modalities you can access, I think it's really going to help people in San Antonio take advantage of that.
It's tough enough running a successful business. It's even tougher to expand that business. It's even tougher to put a whole nother business that has a whole nother line of products and services. How the hell are you doing it, Jeremy?
I got really good people at Float. I've got a manager over there that really runs the day-to-day. Kendall is awesome. And so having amazing people that I trust is like the key, because I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't feel like everything was still functioning 100% over there. So yeah.
What did you learn from Float that has helped you to maybe navigate better what you're doing here?
Advertising, getting the word out, getting better at marketing so that we bring in people that are interested in what we're doing. And the concept was developed from a lot of the ideas over Float. It's like, what wasn't working over there? Because we had red light therapy over there and it wasn't working. So I was like, well, why? This is a great therapy. Why are people not using it? And it's because you got to do it 2 or 3 times a week to really see the advantage. So I was like, well, if it's a 20-minute service and you got to book an appointment to do that, it doesn't make sense for anybody. And over there where you've got private rooms and the appointments, it's a lot more expensive. So here we can cut the cost by taking away the appointments and adding in that convenience, and it's working.
Jeremy, one of the unique things about you is in a time when everyone's complaining about being able to find staff and being able to keep staff, you're doing all right. Yeah. What are you doing different that other businesses can maybe take from and apply to their businesses?
I like to think we treat our staff really well, and we increased our pay. Last month we basically gave everyone that had been with us a 10% raise just to keep up with inflation and gas prices, because I know that's hitting everybody, and it's like other places are having to pay more to bring people on. I'm like, I'm going to be preemptive. I'm going to increase the pay for my employees rather than them having to go somewhere else, and then I've got to train somebody and do all that. It's like, just do the right thing first, and we had just raised our prices to keep up with inflation, and basically all that money went back into the staff.
That's pretty amazing, Jeremy. It takes a different kind of business owner to do that. What is it about you that made you give a fuck about your employees, I guess?
I don't know. I mean, it just always felt like the right thing to do. It's like, we got into the Float Center and we opened this because we want to help people with their health. Floating to me is all about mental health and mindfulness and managing stress and anxiety. And so we always cared about being of service first. And so I think it's that serving mentality, and if that's genuine, you should always put your care about your employees. You got 20 seconds left. Yeah, you're almost there. Wow. So I think that's either genuine or it's not, and I say treat your employees well, they'll treat your clients well. So we try and start there.
Okay, Jeremy, last 2 questions. Number 1, how can people get a hold of you guys or book your services?
Okay, so it's evolvehumanlabs.com is our website, but just Google Evolve, we should come up, and then you can also find us through Float, which is floatsa.com.
Very last question, same question I've asked you every time, and anybody else who's come on this program. What is one life lesson you've learned in your life that folks at home can use in theirs?
Lead with kindness. A lot of the progress that we've already seen here comes from relationships that we've built by treating people well, and that comes back around. I think people in business are starting to find out that you know, if you put the dollar first, people will figure that out. So whether it's the way we handle our employee relationships or our memberships, we always try and lead with kindness.
Very good, Jeremy. Thank you very much for being on the
brother.
program.
Let's
For you,
get you out of there.
for you folks at home, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.